What's going on, everybody? As always, for starters, the land acknowledgement. I'm recording this here on occupied Tewa territory, otherwise known as Albuquerque, New Mexico. And together, let us continue this fight and struggle for black and indigenous liberation. And as always, y'all already know your host, Zachariah Jazz, and this is It's Controversial. Well, today is what a day, right? Today makes it hard to fight and struggle for black and indigenous liberation because today told white militiamen that it is okay to take an AR-15 and kill people that are standing up for black lives, that are angry about police maiming, injuring, and killing black people. And that really makes it hard on all of us, right? Especially the marginalized, but also especially our white allies, who, like the two people who gave their lives in response to an officer killing or shooting and disabling Jacob Blake. These allies gave their lives for that cause, and there's no way we can thank them or bring them back. The only thing that we can do is keep fighting and not be deterred by this acquittal. The Albuquerque Center for Peace and Justice, following the acquittal, held a press conference in which they allowed me some space to speak. So, thank you, Jim, for giving me the space and for holding the space for as many of us to speak that did on this very tragic but not surprising day. So here is that clip, and until next time, Zachariah Jazz signing out. I love y'all, and woohoo.
Come on, Jack. Bring it, buddy.
Hi.
Hello.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zachariah Jazz. I am founder and director of the Crime Matters More Than Who campaign in response to the Albuquerque Police Officers Association's Crime Matters More campaign. I stand before you frustrated, sickened, and angry,
Yes.
but I'm not surprised.
Right?
Today, a jury told a white militiaman that it is okay to take a firearm and carry out vigilante justice and murder two people, wounding another. But that's not what I would call justice. That's what I would call privilege.
Yes.
It's what I would call white supremacy and a culture of systemic bias and racism.
That's exactly right.
I can recall many cases in which a black person was unjustifiably murdered by police that were scared of them and who thought that they were wielding a firearm. Philando Castile,
Yes.
a black man during a traffic stop, was gunned down within minutes of police stopping him after he raised his hands and said that he was carrying a firearm that he was legally permitted to carry.
That's right.
And the police responded by firing on him.
Yes.
Trayvon Martin
Yes.
was killed by an off-duty police officer that said he looked suspicious carrying a bag of Skittles. Tamir Rice,
Yes.
in a playground throwing snowballs playing with a toy pellet gun, was killed within seconds of the police interacting with him because they were afraid of him.
Because he's black.
Now a white person that had just killed two people can run down the street with an AR-15 and not be seen as a threat.
That's right.
What does that tell you?
Exactly.
It tells me that we are seen as a danger to the public. Last year was revealing to a lot of us. Now, I wasn't there during the Oñate shooting, but I was there on 2 other occasions in one weekend after the shooting where militiamen were downtown with their rifles ready to hunt protesters for Black lives and in the indigenous movements. On one such occasion, I was by myself waiting for my wife to come and pick me up. when members of the New Mexico Civil Guard encountered me. I was alone, and they threatened and tried to intimidate me, and also my wife when she came to pick me up. 2 nights later, they were there again. The situation is what led to the Feeling Phillies getting shut down.
Yep.
As I walked back through Civic Plaza after we had marched through downtown and encountered the Civil Guard, I approached a police officer who was policing the march, and I asked him, "Why are you here watching us when there are armed militiamen just 2 streets away?" And he laughed at me,
Huh.
so I kept walking.
Okay.
This also does not surprise me. The police chief can be heard in recording admitting that his officers had referred to these militiamen as friendlies during the Oñate
That's
shooting.
right. Exactly.
I know that at least 421 cops in the Albuquerque Police Department would potentially refer to them as such, as friendlies. Even more damning is a member of the Foothills Community Policing Council has been pictured with members of the New Mexico Civil Guard and local members of the Proud Boys. His name is Vance Cabela. These are the people charged with protecting the community, and according to the recent IMR report, they aren't doing a good job. As a black person, as an activist and organizer, the reality I live with, knowing that anytime I hit the streets to advocate for my people and any that have been made victims of police and state violence, I could be shot and killed by militiamen and the police. And I probably wouldn't know the difference. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you.